So on gold, M15, on gold, that is XAUUSD M15. What I'm expecting today, or let's just take a quick look of yesterday. What I was expecting yesterday was, I checked that the previous day this market created a low. It created a low right there. If I'm to insert my session divider, let's check on session divider, that is session breaks. You see that from here, you see that from this point, from here down, from here down was a low. Yes, the market opened and created this low. Here was the high. Right here was a high. Then we had another high right here. We had another high right here. So what happened is that this market came back. This market came back and breaks above this high. So upon this market broken above this high, I was expecting this market to either pulls back to this low right here, to this low right here, for me to take a decision. You see another candle right here, and you see this candle carries imbalance. We see another candle right here, and it carries imbalance. This is the zone, and there was imbalance, and we had another one and also imbalance right here. So these two imbalances let me know that anyhow it is, this market might have come back, at least since this market is this candle is up to this point, that this market would at least pull back to at least 50% of this very candle right here. Maybe we can see a setup right here yesterday for us to take this trade to the upside. So I sent it to my free Telegram group and also my VIP group. But what happened? This market did not come back yesterday. It keeps rising up. It breaks above this high, it retests it, and boom. I'm not trading break and retest, so I have to follow my rule. If not, I will have taken this trade yesterday. After this high was broken and retested, I will have followed this. I will have traded that break and retest. And what happened again? This market closed above that very zone, and it also comes back into it, and then it keep rising up yesterday. So this was what happened yesterday. So now what I'm expecting today, being 21 May, I'm still expecting a bullish trend to the upside. But then you see this imbalance, this huge imbalance inside here. I don't think this imbalance is something I will overlook at this point. So I don't think this imbalance is something I'll overlook. This is to say this market may likely come back to this zone to have, source of whatever, and then goes back to the upside. But if not, to stick to what I know best. I want for the market to do what it has to before any other thing. So let's go to USDJPY. So I'm still expecting a buy trade, but and so on. All this stuff right here happens to serve as liquidity, that trend line liquidity. So then that is it. So I'm expecting a buy trade on this pair today. As you can see, we've seen a break of structure right here. We've seen a break of structure right there, and we've gotten an imbalance right here. That is to say, market may actually do this today. The reason why all this happened, it's It's because of the bigger time frame, which is bullish. So let's check out our Euro USD. Sorry, our USDJPY. USDJPY. Let's check out USDJPY, what we have today, what the markets will, what we have today. So I trade London. So once London open, okay, yeah. USDJPY was able to tap into the zone we were expecting. It was able to tap into the zone we were expecting. So today we are going to be expecting a bullish trade inside this zone. We can expect a bullish trade from this zone today. We can expect a bullish market from this zone. Why did I say we can expect a bullish market from this zone? It's because if we go to our H4, we go to our 4-hour, this very zone, I marked it since last week, but the market did what it does. So if there is confirmation in the market, that is only when we are going to make use of whatever we draw. If not, we don't concentrate. If not, we don't concentrate. So this was since last week. I've been expecting this market to, to go out from this zone to this zone. So this market has finally tapped into this zone. Then our own is for us to just sit back and wait. And if this market comes into this zone, we should be able to see a form of shift in market structure, and then boom, we can take this market to the upside. But we can't just take it right at H4, because right now I'm on H4. So our first TP will be that high, and then we can target this other high, and before we move up to another thing for the week. So this is my expectation. But if it does not breaks, goes to the upside, that is to say this market may, if it breaks below, if this market breaks below, that is to say it has to break, upon retesting, it has to come back and clear all the liquidity that we had below. You can see this line here happens to serve as, this very line right here happens to serve as trend line liquidity. That is to say, if this market breaks below, we have to write this week to this imbalance right here. So we have to write to this stage here. So as we write yesterday to this very low, which I will talk about that later. So this is what we are expecting this market to do today. If you are new to this channel, do well to subscribe. If you are already a subscriber, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more tutorial. If you want to join our VIP group, which is our signal group, you can do well to contact me through the link which I will drop on the description of this video. And if you want one-on-one mentorship, do well to contact me as well. So let's move on to another thing while we are waiting for London section to open today, for us to know what we are going to be doing today. So I remain Aqua FX Asai. Sign out. Peace.